Hey interwebs, this is JackitK, and welcome back to the chronological adventures of Sonic Adventure. Now, you've seen this before, because despite it not being my original intent, I left all my grass cutting in the last episode, because I had a really long rant / discussion about Tails levels and the freedom of older games versus new games. We also played some levels as Sonic and Tails, and this time we're going to play more levels as Sonic and Tails. As soon as Tails figures out how to get back to the station, because he could clearly walk back with this wide open area. Did I really leave that in? I did. Oh, the fun of this game. That was all talked about last time too, but that's going to be a running theme of this. Now, unfortunately, we can't just go to the next level. We need a particular power-up in order to get there. And actually, we can't even get to the area we used the power-up until we collect it. Unfortunately, Mr. Good Old Man can't come along with us. Trust me, I tried. At least we'll be able to get...
Now you've got light speed shoes. Press and hold the action button to store up power. Once you have enough power, release the button and you can do the light speed dash. The light speed dash lets you race toward rings at light speed. As long as there's a trail of rings, you can go just about anywhere.
Now, this gets implemented much better in modern games. Heck, the sequel does this 10 times better than this one. Unfortunately, you gotta charge it up, it takes a while to charge, and it completely kills the momentum that you would have in a Sonic game. Thankfully, we can get something to improve that pain and suffering right now. And while it would be nice if you could just press a button and go, this is the first Sonic Adventure game, despite what childhood me thought. So you have to actually discover a problem before you can fix it. There was no way that should have worked. But heck, it worked. I won't complain about having to go back to the other side of the room to do it again.
This is the crystal ring. This reduces the time needed to store power for the light speed dash.
So now the light speed dash is bearable. Not really usable for Sonic's gameplay style, but bearable nevertheless. Not really great business practice, if I say. You keep customers out of your only way to get in there, and you require a hedgehog to dash into a button on top of your roof in order to do so. I guess it doesn't matter though, because we're gonna go gambling! Denied! Freaking loading screens killed the suspense. Okay, now this level is a bit more condensed down and not as free as Windy Valley.
See you later, Tails.
But it is still just as easy, unfortunately.
You made it.
So I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy the music, since I pretty much went over everything I gotta talk about with Tails levels in the last one. Meanwhile, supposedly when you are either gambling away as Sonic or thrown into the sewers as Tails, I assume this is going on. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about Sonic's gameplay. Just the way I envisioned the timeline, I assume that Sonic's level actually intertwines with Knuckles, while I could make a better argument that if Tails' story was canon, his would be over by the time Knuckles' adventures in the gambling universe began. It'll make more sense. No, it won't make more sense. I might try to explain it more when we actually get to the level though. I swear what we're doing is essential to the plot. Who am I fooling? It's not. But there wasn't really a good way to cut this out. I swear though, we aren't going to be walking backwards once we leave the store. Once we leave the store, it'll be right to the plot progression. No more unnecessary shenanigans. I just figured I'd point out that Knuckles is a robber. And he's gonna rob this golden egg right under this guy's nose. But it's okay because it doesn't do anything. Go, 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 gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster.
No trains are currently in service.
Okay, one more shot to try to make the whole chronological adventures of Sonic Adventure not seem convoluted. Here it goes. So, as Knuckles is finishing up collecting his Master Emerald pieces from Radical Highway, Sonic and Tails go gambling, or they get thrown in the sewers, depending on which story you think is more canon. As they're doing that, Knuckles comes in to collect the Master Emerald pieces. Knuckles gets stuck on walls, but eventually finishes the level. And the rest of this will make more sense once I actually get around to finishing Sonic's level. So I'll wait until then to finish explaining this convoluted monstrosity to edit. That was probably the most convoluted way I could get that Master Emerald, but it works. I'm gonna go lie down for a little bit.
This way.
good enough.
Where in the world am I? I don't remember being here before, but something about it is familiar. This is very strange.
So, I presume while Knuckles is going through this weird flashback is when Sonic and Tails finish up their gambling. I just didn't want to cut the Sonic level in half just to be persistent, since as I said in the beginning, I do want to make this something you could play along to some degree. While I'm here, I might as well explain the point of this level. So, the Chaos Emerald is there. We can't get there, even if we send our buddy Tails to fly over there, because there's an invisible wall. In order to make the invisible wall disappear, we have to collect rings from gambling. We step on that switch Sonic was on, and we get our rings shaken out. I believe it's like 400 rings, and then we can get our prize. The end of the level. Now, the quickest way to do that was actually foreshadowed in Tails' story. Part of why I did it first. You see, it doesn't look like it, but there's actually places we can go to have fun and not grind rings. And there'll be a set of pinball machines. If you get, I believe, under 100 rings in a play session on one of these pinball machines, you get taken right to the sewers that we were in Tails' story, and you can actually get a lot more rings going through there a lot quicker than you would earning rings from these pinball machines. But since we went for the sewers as Tails already, I figured I'll just do it the legit way, at least as legit you can be when you're stealing from the game machines, and just earn our rings through these pinball machines. I'll see you guys when I finish them up. We'll go through the Sonic one first, and then there's a very special one that fans of a certain other Sega series will be familiar with. You'll see. Weird. I have this note saying that before I render the video, I gotta talk about the pinball machine that we're going into next. Oh, what do you know? Look at the time. It's time for dinner. Gotta go by... Wait. That doesn't work in an editing environment. Okay. I've been procrastinating this section of commentary because this board we're going through is based on Knights, a well-beloved Sega series. Technically a series, but there's one game that people really look to with it, called Knights. They've had a lot of cross experiences with Sonic games. I believe this is one of the first times Knights has cameoed in a Sonic game, and it would continue on to other sorts of Sonic Sega crossovers and more so. However, I personally don't have the experience I feel is needed to do talking about this board justice. I have not played a Knights game. Okay, there. It's out. I guess to try to do justice and not get thrown in the doghouse by my friends, I could talk about the board. It's kind of like poker. You go around hitting the cards that are along the pinball machine, you make matches, and you'll get rings. And that's pretty much the way you get rings on this board, beyond the one that, like in the previous one, you had to use a slot machine. This one you have to use cards. Now, if I can get good, maybe I can show you that there's actually another room with more cards. Beyond that black door with the yellow neon arrow. At least that's what it looks like in this preview screen. It's been a while. So yeah, if I make matches properly, I can get lots of coins, rings, just like that. And if I could get into other rooms, I would have more opportunities to get even more cards. As for Knights itself, I'm not even gonna try to explain it because I know I won't be able to do it justice. You could always Google playthroughs on YouTube for Nice Journey into Dreams. I believe there's this really good one done by a YouTuber called Midnight and Beyond, who you may be able to get the true gist of what Knights is, why it has such a covenant following, and a beloved fan base despite having only one game. Well, I guess there was two, but one game that really made it shine. I'm sure that playthrough can do a lot more justice for Knight than anything I could possibly do for this pinball board. So that's about all I got. I think might as well just... What do you know? I actually got to a different room. Praise the Beavis. But seriously though, I think this is a good point to just leave the pinball board me, cash in our rings, and end this level any day now. Gotta go fast, gotta fly around. Oh, one thing I do know, this is an area from one of the stages in Knights, so that's a pretty cool cameo. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Sonic, this ain't...
Not bad.
Oh, no, you don't!
Oh, jeez! Amen.
And right around here is the part that I theorized that Knuckles is no longer in a coma, but we'll go into that more in the next episode. I've been Jackie K, and I hope to see you for that next edition of the Chronological Adventures of Sonic Adventure.